There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and that efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents from there. The work of my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Play body so make you I can't Sktv benyo. Say my journey, tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, emu aye yo. And you love emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The flesh, that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Maggie B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Indeed, Sktv, we are the best in Liberia. Sktv, we are the best. What a way to say the pleasant, wonderful good evening to all of you, our dear channel listeners. Yes, those of you who are always burning your batteries, your data, making sure that you follow all of our activities. I'm grateful to the Almighty Creator because it's not easy to be alive. Yeah, you know, when you're alive, so many things happen. Life by itself, you have your own stress. You know, you have to go through all of the day-to-day activities of the life. Yeah, you know, sometimes the life will turn some kind of way to you. Sometimes life is not easy, but God is there. God be God, always guiding us. Good evening to all of our viewers. Help us share the show. Those of you who are watching, help us share the show. We have so many things to talk about. Our great nation, Liberia, where won't be deported from. Yeah, we have so many things to talk about, so many national issues, issue of the day, it is happening. People have been given positions, how well they use these positions. You know, yeah, you know, all of these things, you know, we get reports that the protesters are the Phoebe hospitals, we get a report 7 of them have been suspended. The CSA boss, Dr. Josiah Jokai. Yeah, you know, yeah. So people, it's good to be here. I know some of you may not like the way we talk. I know sometimes it pains you a lot, but we are all talking for the betterment of our society. So sometimes you're taking phones, you're calling back to back, you're just wasting your own time, you know, because stop. Where were you now? In fact, some of you now, you just start embarrassing yourself. And be calling, be acting that you want to be lodging or complaints, be acting that you are so. Look, let me tell you, what we are doing here, we are not taking money from anybody behind the same place. Say, yes, we're taking money from the other group of people to maybe to damage other person's character, or yeah, and there. No. That's why we're always sticking to the issue of the day. There's no evidence, nothing that you will prove that, oh yeah, Mayborn was attacking people, Mayborn was doing this, Mayborn was doing that. No, we're always sticking to the issue of the day. Unless maybe like some of you can say only the the wizard or the witchcraft can be afraid of some of the the witch hunt also. Maybe some of you are witchcraft, like man, what you call them, the woman who took away the lives of the 3 children. She claimed not to be witchcraft. Oh, life. She claimed not to be witchcraft. After people accuse her of being witchcraft, she claimed not to be witchcraft, but still her attitude is that not witchcraft behavior? So some of you out there, you pretend like, maybe, but for me, until maybe the management get tired, even if they did the management say maybe I'll go and rest from the video, I'll be too happy. And guess what? That's why we have the social media. I will not stay asleep. I will stay talk because the opportunity is there for all to talk. So keep complaining. Some of you just keep lodging complaints, keep talking behind the scene, keep doing all of these things that you want to do. But at the end of the day, this phone you see that I have, if I show you some of the complaints, things that people go through on the daily basis that come into our inbox, you won't even believe. And I'm there with them, and I'm with people, and I live with people, but because of our stance on national issues, so they believe that yes, I think when we carry our complaint to this place, I think they will be able to speak out on the things that are affecting us. But some of you see political party as your own way of life, so you don't see nothing wrong. Well, yesterday you were standing up yesterday for the truth, but because today is your time, so nothing wrong. You see, help us share the show, people. Yes. So let's move forward. Let's not waste our time. Let me see. I wanted to play some kind of video here from the Liberia National Police. Imposters, military uniforms, and they were taken to court. Yes, the people. Oh God, our life is not easy. This one is security matter. Yeah, there are some AFL, or in fact, allegedly those who claim to be soldiers. They always harassing people, taking property from people, taking people things here and there. And by the grace of God, the Liberia National Police were able to knock them down at the Bannersville Junction. That's just so good. But again, we've been saying these things time with our numbers. That the Liberia National Police herself, they have the people who they call police helper. We say these things every time. Every time we come here, when we talk like this, some of you feel that we hate government. All for you is all about your government. And yesterday, one caller said that yesterday about how allegedly that one soldier guy nearly slapped me. You just walk in the street, just see people, you won't be slapping them. Look, the country is indeed stressful. But let me play that video while we do the sharing of
The anti-robbery squad of the Liberia National Police has arrested 2 notorious criminals who were seen in the full military camouflage uniforms at Bannerville Junction on February 15, 2026. They are being formally charged for robbery, impersonating officials, and criminal conspiracy. Sadra Dinwe and Philip Randit have been terrorizing peaceful citizens in various communities and have been forwarded to court for prosecution. The anti-robbery squad of the Liberia National Police has arrested 2 notorious criminals who were seen in the full military camouflage uniforms at Bannerville Junction on February 15, 2026. They are being formally charged for robbery, impersonating officials, and criminal conspiracy. Sadra Dinwe and Philip Randit have been terrorizing peaceful citizens in various communities and have been forwarded to court for prosecution.
Wonderful. Yes. So there you have it. Help us share the show. Brother Ali is already here, and these are kind of things that we are all going through as people, citizens, people just arresting us. We don't even know them. All they claim, some of them they are security officers, They are police officers. You see one police officer will wear t-shirt from Monday straight to Saturday. You only see only police. Oh God. When we talk again, you get issues. When we talk about these things, people just think that we hate God, but this thing been around for the past 20 years. 20 plus years. That when we talk, it's yeah, maybe on the government. You people hate our government. Anyway, that your own government. So people now wearing AFL uniform and parading, taking things from people, claiming to be people, officers of the military. You know what that means? But anyway, Brother Ali is here. Brother Ali, good evening, my dear brother, and thank you for joining us on the Faithful Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe good afternoon from my end. Good afternoon to our listening audience and followers. Glad to be here this afternoon, my brother. How's our country?
Well, my brother, we good. Thank God for life. Yes, all is well here, apart from the polling, the putting, the political, the economy, what happened in the situation, the livelihood of our people, the demolition that are ongoing. In fact, already hitting one of the lawmaker now. You know, sometimes when this thing happen, when we talk about these things, they have issues, but it's rather on the one of their own a lawmaker, Honorable Samuel Enners today, I think his clinic or a clinic, what they call the children clinic today was really, all of these things were put out after somebody won the keys for the property or what. So because of that, they had to put all of these things out, and he was having some thing to say on his Facebook page. We'll read that. But apart from that, my brother, the entire issue of demolition now are becoming like issue of the day, where there are a lot of lawmakers now, including Senator Davis Dinotu, also who have a say on that, and they are all now showing concern about the issue of demolition. What's going to happen next? And the video I just played that happened, I think, yesterday, where the Liberia National Police arrested two Liberians. I think that was on Monday they were arrested, either Monday or Sunday they were arrested, but yesterday they were taken to court. After investigation, they were taken to court for dressing in the army uniform and taking things, in fact, pretending to be soldiers and taking things from people, harassing the communities and so forth. So yeah, apart from that, my brother, these are some of the happening back home. We are here and we're good to go.
Thank God for life. Thank you there. Be safe out there. Yeah, I think I saw that video last week, something like that. Those guys were arrested somewhere around I think Barnesville Junction. One of these junctions around there, either Barnesville Junction or Stephen Tobo Estate, somewhere around there, they were impersonating the whole AFL uniform. They had pepper spray with a toy gun. Yes, they went to steal a motorbike and they were arrested. And we don't know why these things are happening in the country. Young men are supposed to be out there working to take care of them and their family, and we see them impersonating like they are AFL personnel. I think the last time the same thing happened again, people were in Liberia National Police uniform. I think that they were police officer going to arrest motorcyclists in the street. I think that happened around that same Ghana's Way area. So we don't know why this thing are happening in the country as well. That is it. And the demolition, as you said, oh yes, even though I'm not happy the way in which demolitions are going across the country, but these representatives, they sit there and they see people are being homeless. They say nothing about it, and they allow our president to come and speak loosely and say, oh yeah, God is not creating land, so getting here people being homeless in the country, and they sit and talk nothing about it. Now, like you said, it had reached its door. Maybe it is time now that they will take it serious. But again, or maybe I don't know what's happening in the country. I'm still confused. For you to just come to Melbourne House today, you gave him an invasion notice, and while he's standing to his door, you see yellow machine there to break down the structure. I don't know why that is happening in the country. I stand to be corrected. I don't know if this is how demolition been going on across the country, but when I was there, I don't remember seeing anything like that. I think it is only during this administration I'm seeing the kind of massive demolition going on, wherein they will just come, they say, oh yes, Mayborn, Aliyu Masale won the case against you. You had to leave from here, give him evasion notice, and the yellow machine is standing right there. You can't take a pin. Like our people are now in the street for Satan. So I don't know. And those people, they are lawmakers. They went over there to represent their people, and it says nothing about this thing. And now it has reaches one of them door. So probably I think this is time every one of them they will take it serious. So this goes to those people who are around the president. Like we heard from the public works minister that the president house is surrounded by alley. And so I continue to say this is a warning to you guys as well. I think someone sent me a video. Somebody from the public works ministry was saying, I know they need to carry out about 200 how many demolition. You came across that video, Mabon?
Yes, I think I saw something like that. I don't know whether that person was on OKFM, but I don't really know.
OKFM.
Yeah, I think I saw something like that. Yeah.
Let me
check. How many? You said 200 plus or 300?
Let me check for the video again.
Yes. So while you're checking for the video, those of you who just joined, please help us share the show. That's the best thing to do. And also in passing, there are so many rape cases now, or in fact, rape incidents that have been happening. I think in the last 24 hours, or she was 72 hours now, maybe 24 hours. No, what thing is for the past about 2 to 3 days now, the issue of rape have been in the media, social media. We saw another later news from Nimba County where a 30 years old man allegedly raped a 13 years old girl, and that was one of the latest. Then also on yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think yesterday, allegedly a police officer of the Liberia National Police, LNP, allegedly raped a girl also, even though her age, we haven't yet getting her full age, but they said in fact the girl also fainted. I don't know how that happened, but again, we saw the video where they were toting the girl, carrying her to the hospital, in fact, because what happened. And according to the Liberia National Police, they are investigating that incident that happened in Grand Bassa County. So the issue of rape, I don't know, my dear brother, before we play that video, these are some of the happening. And the grandmother also, the grandmom who killed the 3 children, I think she been forwarded to court. So these are other news. These are things also making news. And I also got some kind of information also from Nima that I think the 40 years old man or 40 some years old man take away his own life. That means they may commit suicide. Yeah, they may take away his own life. So yeah, but I'll go ahead. If you get a video,
I already sent it. Yeah, I sent it to you. It's about 20. According to him, he already get the demolition listing or whatsoever. About 20 plus demolition supposed to go on across Monserrado or something like. Yeah, I just send it to you. One of your, I think, and a deputy minister for public.
Yeah, so let's do it bit stage by stage. Let's do it this way by set on the show. So let's go the way. Let me ask you first about the first video that we played about the security officers. But I want to ask you, how the security system, I know you've been observing, have you seen any kind of thing that the way our security system look like, where anybody can dress, anybody can wear security uniform, the police, they are hired to be identified, they dress anyhow they want to dress. Have you guys experiencing this kind of thing on our side? Let me ask you first.
If we experiencing what?
Whether a police officer or security officer can just dress anyhow they want to dress, or maybe without proper identification, or maybe identity, or maybe actually make car.
To happen in America here? Eh? That what you mean? Me more peculiar. Let's just travel everywhere. Who will try that here to go wear a police uniform, AFL uniform to say you're going to impersonate like a police or like a US Marine to go out there to do something? You you pay somebody say the last $1 billion, they will not try that. Because when they grab you, I don't know, like all the crime that you have committed against the state, just leave your own to God. You will rot in jail. But like I said, we see this thing happening in Liberia right now. And this is why, for me, in my mind, I think I will hold the government responsible
Okay.
when these things are happening in the country, because if you prioritize job creation, youth empowerment, like I saw certain video from one guy. He was eating beans, rice, something. He was talking, why should he celebrate yellow machine? I think he's one of the strong supporters of the Unity Party. According to him, those people who are celebrating, these are people that are taking fat salary. They have been paid. The issue is about youth empowerment. And other people were saying he know why he's talking, because the yellow machines is going to create job for the youth. 3 years now of this administration, since they took over. So if minus bringing yellow machine to Liberia, the Unity Party don't have no means of creating job for the youth. So only this 285 yellow machine. So minus those machines, so the government had no plan on creating jobs for the youth in the country. So this is why I say I'm happy for those yellow machines coming to the country, so that our brothers and sisters can get job to take care of themselves and their family. Because if you just may want to be a yellow machine operator, may born his wife, his children, his nephew, his cousin, every one of them, you have employed a household. So I'm happy for those yellow machines being in the country, because the Unity Party, they cannot function, they cannot create job in the absence of those yellow machines. And being in the country, I'm grateful to God. I'm well appreciated to the government. I appreciate them for that our brothers and sisters are coming to get job. And you see people impersonating, I think the AFL officers, I think the Liberia National Police officer getting in the street there to take back from people harassing or keke rider, acting that they are officer. This is the reason why they are doing it, because there is no job for the youth. You see, if there were jobs opportunities, these guys won't get in the street there to be impersonating, going to wear AFL uniform, going to steal motorbike, wearing Liberia National Police uniform, going arresting motorcycle, arresting by acting like they are police officer, because they had something doing. And this is why you promise the Liberian people the bread and butter issue, that when you take over the country, we're going to see companies coming in, NGOs. There will be massive job creation across the country. 2 years of your administration, no job. You're waiting on yellow machine. So the way the yellow machines are in the country now, I believe people won't be personating as AFL personnel or Liberia National Police officer to go out there to be arrested by. So I hold the government responsible for what is going on. Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. Let me just give my take quickly, because this is not unique only with the army. I think for the army, it's just shocking that people will see people wearing military uniform. I think this is concerning. But I think sometime last year, early part of last year, I think there were police officers that were also arrested. I think, someone who claimed to be police officer was arrested, I think, around the Vamoma end. In fact, well dressed. In fact, called himself one of the commander and so forth. But I don't even know whether we have most of the guys the one we're seeing now, whether we have most of them now into the system, just taking things from our people, making lives unbearable for our people. Now the question now would be, how can we not differentiate between the people who are impersonating and the real police officer? Or for the army, I will tell you that at least they are far, because if you see an AFL man, you will see his badge and you will see a name, even his rank, everything. You will see everything on him. But for the police, only a few of the police officers, but the rest of the other police officers, they don't really dress like that. Some of them no badge. Some of them they wear t-shirt. Just like that. And most of our people have been vetting for these things. But when you talk, people feel that maybe that you want to bring security situation. Oh yeah, but these are things that we have to discuss. Because if you don't do today, tomorrow it's possible that people like what we saw other people training not too long that spark of mixed reactions about people training people. So where are we heading to as people? That people will just wake up one morning. In fact, it's not even up interior, but Aliu, but in the nation capital. People parading with soldier uniform on them. And in fact, other people have been saying about these guys been taking things from us. They've been beating on us. If you open the radio now, or in fact the line now, people will tell you that yes, most of the time our security, their behavior. I don't even know what happened, but Ali, that even if you want to arrest Melbourne, if you see the way this money guy they can carry themselves, about Ali, sometimes it speak that something is just wrong. Melbourne is not putting up violence. Like one of the court said yesterday on one of our sister show yesterday afternoon that alleged that a soldier guy nearly slapped him. For what reason? He said because you were walking, I don't know what happened, and you turn around, so because of that, I don't know, the guy feed her. But why you telling you? Why you keep looking? Why you keep telling? According to him, and all of these things is almost like in the form of harassment. If you do this thing to your own citizen, people that is supposed to be taken care of, people that is supposed to be guarding, even with the 72nd issue, when we're talking to, just thinking that maybe, oh yeah, the president will work out and say, nobody creating land anymore, so that army people like, if you treat your people in this form and manner, how you expect for the other people, like for example, the criminals, how you expect them to treat your own people? If you treat them in that form and manner, the government creating land, the land for the people, you get the land to get army people to the war. One morning they just go and barricade things that can be easily resolved.
And this is why I always ask the people, people who say Bwaka is a man of wisdom, and where we expecting to apply this wisdom, he doesn't. Because as a man of wisdom, elderly men that have been in the country for a very long period of time, today Bwaka is the president. In such a thing, when you go there, your people expect you, when you speak, to give them courage. Because we're talking, the president don't want to speak. The way you spoke, that's not what we're expecting from you. We want you to speak, to give your people courage, to give them hope, to stress free their mind. Oh yes, my people, this place belongs to the army and they want to take you from here, and you're pleading to the government, you're crying, we know you've been here for a very long period of time. Okay, I will go and reach to the army, we will call them, we will talk to them, and we will see what to do, we will get back to you. That alone. But if the president can say, oh yeah, God is not creating more land, because the army, the president is the commander-in-chief. So now the army, they were only waiting to hear what he was going to say. So if you were just to go and tell the people, okay, yes, I'm going to reach to the defense minister, I will call him, we will sit, we'll have a conversation, and you will hear from us. Right down there, the army, they draw back. They're waiting now for the president to call them, for them to have discussion, for him to get back to his citizen. But if the president can come out and say, oh, people, that the army deserve a better living condition, this and that, why is not creating new land? That kind of lose the way of speaking. So definitely the army was like, oh, but then we can go and do what we want to do. Is that a wisdom? The man you call a man of wisdom? Is that how somebody with wisdom speak? No, you don't do that. You see,
so for me, we have a lot of these people.
Said, the last time I remember, I think it was during Madam Sedi administration, something like that in the country, that there was a law that when you are not a police officer, the way people used to go in the street, sometimes you buy some police uniform and thing, you wear it. The poor law that people were not doing that. Even I think I still to be corrected. Maybe people will call here and talk about it. I think even the army uniform, that nobody was allowed to wear anything of such,
Nobody
because
should
you used
wear
to
it.
see this thing on the market, people used to buy it. I think they make a law, not doing that. As state to be corrected, I
Our
think this
chancellor, make
administration.
remember that our chancellor
People,
time. In fact, your hair, they kind of
okay,
hair that we even have on our hair
you
now.
see,
You don't even have that kind of hair on your head
but today
before.
people, that police officer, then even themselves, when they get you one uniform from 2022, it will be on you till 2026. You see, these people that how you see them. So at the end of the day, you see police officer going out there in some kind of uniform. When you see someone then they even pass by you, you want to spill. I'm very sorry to say I'm not there respecting our officer, but they are not taking care of these people. And this is why you see this thing happening. You see, they can't arrest you, say you can't see no badge for them because they gave you only one uniform for 3 years, for 6 years. You see, it is
But
not
I think you
good.
are saying something.
You
Even
see,
the politicians, the security around the politicians, see how they dress.
see how the dresses
I
very
don't even know what
reckless,
the dress.
and they
Sometimes can be
even say
taken.
get time. All they know, they get security guarding them.
What kind of country we running in? You just create another way to harass your own people. Anybody can just dress anyhow they want to dress in the name of they are security for some kind of politician. You see them, they wear boots, even the students. Oh God.
Like my sister is saying here in the comment section, there was a guy in I think Minnesota who dressed like a officer or whatsoever, and he was shooting. Yes, and this when you do that, first of all, because these people know in this country, nobody in their right mind will go wear army uniform or police uniform or whatsoever to go and shoot. And this is why I think on the radio yesterday, somebody or one old man Sam Sion, he was saying that if you see somebody, you see me, God forbid, I shoot somebody, you saw me doing it, the first thing you will have to carry me, let it go and check me if I read it to myself. So when you see people doing this thing in America, they will carry you first for them to go check you up because they expect nobody, because you know the punishment, the crime that come with it. For you to just go and do it, they will carry you and check you. You have let the reader know whether you to yourself. This is why.
But
See?
apart from that,
But
Brother Ali,
these things
I
are
think
happening because there is no job.
Yeah, I come in first, my brother. Even whether there is job or not, I think the system is just weak for me now. See, Brother Ali, because this thing happen. Even students wear military things. They dress. You see them, or you see them passing around. So look, Brother Ali, let me tell you today, there are a lot of claims and counterclaims, alleged information that most of the motorcyclists, they always alleging that some of the motorbike roads or some of the motorbike criminals, or as you may call them, they have their own government. They have their own group of people. So many people dress in military uniform. So, like for example, Melbourne is not soldier man, or I'm not airfare man, but I dress in airfare uniform. If I go around that place, you don't think that the people will say, "Oh, maybe they got maybe they get big contact." That's how people carry the information.
I see, like for people to be wearing police uniform, AFL uniform in the country, going to steal, that alone for me in my mind, I see it like a national security threat that they had to
It's a
step
serious
on their
threat.
game to see
It's a
what they can
serious
do
threat.
about it. Yeah, to see people. This is why when you see people doing it or that crime, and the charges you should put on there should be a good charge, so that they will go to prison for a good time, so that other people will learn from it. Because by you going out there, look at the going with toy, acting like toy gun. You see, just to steal a motorbike. Like I know that you send me
And
a
they've been taking
video,
people properties, brother Ali. They've
taking
been
people
stealing a lot of
properties.
bags.
You see,
In fact, they've been killing people. Look at the guy. Look at the guy who dressed in this uniform. Even I will hear maybe I see in fact, I want to salute him.
young guy like that are supposed to be
Yeah, my
working
man.
is impersonating just to go and steal. Why you think it's happening? You see,
Jesus.
if you do
If I
that when
see this guy,
you're supposed to go to a lawmaker car, go and stop a car, you put him down, yeah, because they're the one signing all the bookers concession because of signature fee. They not there to they care to sign any concession to pass bill or law that will impact the lives of the Liberian people. If you want impersonate go after people, you go after your lawmaker, your government officials, instead of going after keke riders and motorcyclists in the street. Because these are the people that destroy your future, the lawmakers in our country.
See
They
the
are the
guy,
ones
the
to spoil
guy.
your future.
So I think there should still be serious investigation into this thing, because even if you look at the guy uniform, you will notice that these are there's a little mark there. These marks are made for the airport people to be able to pull their badges, to pull their rank, and everything. What you see right there to wear the Liberia National Police. There's a little good. So these all of these marks that you see down there is for the airfield to put. Every time they will put their name. You will see that name on the other side, and you will see that ring and other stuff. See this guy with the Liberia flag, my man. Look, I think the government had to come out and make a very serious announcement about this thing. This is serious.
My man,
That moving forward, even if you are politicians, if you want to or maybe you want to have contract, maybe we have a private security, no problem. Only the Liberia National Police will be able to wear uniform. If you want to have your own personal security, let them wear coat suit. Let them wear different clothes. Because we graduated from these things. Some of us, we saw this thing Malaysian time. We saw the all kinds of clothes that you get over them that they were bringing around here today. You're asking. They were bringing all kinds of clothes for these guys, for ATU, Malaysia, they were SOD, all kind of, they brought all these kind of confused clothes until our people were not able to even identify which way to go. Today, we are almost like into the same thing again, my people. Well, Liberia National Police officer will wear t-shirt from Monday to Saturday, no name, and they will be arresting you. They'll be beating you so that you can't even talk. Because how you will talk? They don't want to give you a chance so that you can't even ask their questions. So all they will do, they will intimidate you. And what we're seeing here today, around here, even if you go red light, you will see the police officer there. They're doing these things. Intimidating our people, harassing our people day and night. What kind of country is this? Everywhere a problem. Every part of our society is problem. So this is, see, you can see our people.
Me, I will say this, the government should be,
this is serious.
The government should be responsible for this thing, Mabel. The government should be responsible for this thing. If you get job in the country for your youth empowerment, you get things that those guys in the morning, these are the things they were using. You see, if they get something to do, you think who will go over there to be brave enough to say that go wear police uniform, we go Banave Junction and we lay pepper spray, they try going to go and steal motorbike. Who will do that? In the morning, you get somewhere to go. You go back to your country. There's a company that came in Grand Crew, in Maryland, in Grand Cayman, Buchanan, whatsoever. You can be in the city, you know, oh yeah, company going to my country. You run, you go there. In the morning, you go to where you come from work. You try to go and rest because you know in the morning from Monday to Friday or Saturday, you get something to do with. You see, who will want to be in the city to be impersonating as an AFL personnel to go and steal bike? Or as a police officer to go and be harassing keke riders in the street. But lack of job, youth empowerment that are causing this thing in the country. And who to be held responsible is the government. You see?
Yeah,
government.
So, Brother Ali, I will agree that yes, because of lack of job, because of lack of the, but then, Brother Ali, also too on the other side, I also want to disagree because for me, I want to say is the government job been weak. For me. Even when there are no job, other countries there are no job. Well, the security is tight. I will agree with you that because
how will your security be in tight when you are not even paying them good salary? How will they be in tight when you are underpaying them?
But what I'm saying, that means the government, the government is weak.
Everything goes down to the same government because
that means the government is weak.
Security in tight when you are underpaying them. Like here right now, if I just take my phone and just call 911 before I go downstairs. Police already to my door, you see, because while they are well paid, so they will always be in tight. You see, sometimes something will happen here before you take your phone to call. You see, police already finished surrounding that whole area because they are deployed everywhere. In the corner you turn, you see police. Yeah, those guys they are there. So they are doing their job because they are well paid. So why they will be in tight and the country, the community, will be in tight. So if you think police are well paid in the country, AFF personnel and thing, you will not see this thing happening. You see, because they will be on top of their game.
Yeah, and to admit, my brother, you right. For me, all of these things are just so interesting. Some of our security officers too, they are trying with other of the kind of thing that they are going through. Like, for example, they have got LDA, they're making $90, someone making $80, 150, 125. Even though government said nobody making below 150, but on the same radio, a commissioner was here not too long. He said that in fact that all his money he put it together is $115. But again, that's a society of ours where people can speak out now because of the kind of government that in power. Because just see what happened yesterday at Phoebe. Look, when I heard that news about the CSA boss suspending almost 7% yesterday from Phoebe, I now know I see why most of our people are not talking. I get it straight. I say, oh, I see why most of our people nowadays they are not talking because they are afraid. Everybody want to get a job to send their children to school to survive. So we want to talk. You see when you brought the people that you claim to love that they can easily speak out. So my people, for me, I keep saying, I know maybe people will either do something, but before somebody easily arrest me to carry me, you will identify yourself all over on I feel certified before I go with you. If I don't feel certified, maybe that whole pickup will come. When I see the pickup, I say, okay, because on the pickup, sometimes the pickup can get number on it. I take that number, then I go with you. But to admit, I don't really like the way our security system is running and the way our security officers, most of our security officers, especially the NMP, no, it's not good. They have to wake up. They have to double up. Yeah, they have to double up. They have to get uniform. They got to be They have to be recognized by their badges. We want to see the badges on them. We want to see everything. What we pay them for? Why people are having all of these things? You see, one commander to red light, red light jumping, acting like in front of your own red light because he's the commander there for red light airport. So nobody should talk. Nobody should pass. So when you see. Yeah, but at least sometimes I can just quiet up myself to somebody places just to go see these things. If you see the guy's behavior towards their own people, you'll be thinking that what happening? Especially motorcyclists, tricycle, who are hustling day by day. You pressure them, you put tension on them like the sky is about to fall just because maybe they pass somewhere that they're not supposed to pass. So you arrest their back that you give 5,000. 10,000. Let's move on to another talking point now because liability as well. So that's it, people. Those of you who joining, you guys have been sent to court for impersonating. So if you know any of the people side or maybe in your community who are also wearing uniforms and they are not security officer, please also expose them because this is not right for our community to be tolerant for people to come and be taking things from our people, harassing our people day and night, that people can easily go out just because of fear. People don't easily go out because of fear. Motorcycling lives. There's a video that been trending. Bro, can you imagine light on? But this guy wanted to kill that motorcyclist because of his back.
Yes, I saw that other video someone shared with me. They were acting, the other guy acting like you and myself. Now we get on the motorbike, we reach to our destination, and then you bring some money, and myself are acting like, oh yeah, let's try hard to follow the money. I saw that video. Why you think these things are happening in the country? This guy's supposed to be working, but because no job, so they will go out there. You see, and the other guy, Mayborn, please, let me tell you my experience. When I was riding motorbike in Liberia, I bought my motorbike. I rode that bike for like 2 weeks. The third week, a girl nearly stole my bike on Hotel Africa Road. That girl got on the bike. She said she was going to conference center. So while reaching to conference center, on your left, there's an intersection there. She said, oh, I'm going in there. There's a building that was there. I said, but he said, you go to conference center, I can stop you where? She said, no, we're in there. I said, okay. So why going in there? When I look, maybe on my right, there's a bush there, trees.
Okay.
And this girl down, she said, oh, you can stop right here, you can stop right here. It was just gone. When I look, I just saw those guys creeping.
See it?
And I just swing the bike.
See it?
And she was holding onto the bike and started dragging that girl till we reached on the mirror. Everybody started coming. Those guys started running by. And
Jesus.
they say they get here. She always bringing people here. They always stealing people bike. And that's how we went to the depot, went to Banyo Junction. They arrested her. My second experience again for them to steal my bike was on Corway Road. This guy told me he was going up on Corway Samukai time. And one thing I will tell motorcyclists today, whenever somebody get on your bike and they bring big lecture, they just lecturing with you, talking all kinds of things that criminal there.
Exactly.
I was just lecturing with me, we resetting area. Oh my man, I want you to speed up. I said, why? Oh, I was having a girl, she left me for another guy. Right now, God had changed my life. I built my houses and she want to come by and live right now where you carry me. There's a land I'm going to buy, the people waiting on me. And I don't want her to see me because the moment she see me, she will go after this bike. So I want you to speed up. I knew straight. I said, this is a criminal. When we reached up on Corway to Samukatan, right on the mirror, he said, oh, my man, I want you just go right across the train track. The people right down there waiting for me. When I look, it was a wild place, people walking all on the road. I said, okay. When we reached there, there's another small road. He said, let's go behind there. I said, no, I can't go there. Pay my money. He said, oh, you're supposed to carry me over there. If you can't carry me there, I can't pay you. I said, I'm not going there. I got down from my bike. I like the hay. I hold it. I said, give my money. We were on that thing now, put a motorcycle, you touch one, you touch all the other motorball men started coming. Mama, what is happening? ISP. Mama, pay the bad money. We were on that team, so kind of police paper came Melbourne. If you see the nerve, they took from on that guy's side, so kind of long nerve for his side going straight to his knee. You see, so he will carry me in our corner now for him to go and take my bike and hold that nerve for me. So for that time, all the time we're in traffic, as soon as somebody get in my bike with too much talking, I will tell you, say, I will just put you that say, you know why, find another bike because I know you're criminal. So they think you're the motorbus, they criminal. Just too much.
See the kind of story, my brother. The story is just so touching. See the kind of thing that our people are going through. And
now while they were that guy over there, those guys took out the other guy, just hold that collar, started chopping him while he's sitting on the bike. And that's how they carry the bike. You see?
Can you imagine somebody fighting to make life? Then also on the other side, the helper, the police officer, they will be harassing people day and instead of you even encouraging the guy and even asking them how they traffic like, who are those people? How you think that if I get tracked down most of the criminals? Because some of the motorcyclists too, they know the guys.
And let me tell you something, I still in the traffic or the motorball rogues, they are rare among us. Yes, they are among us. And the way you're looking, you may born you are a motorcycle, you're riding a bike. They know that this bike that Melbourne always riding that bike. The day they see me on that bike, they know that I'm an Iron Man. With the girl, like how they can call you because I finish running that bike. We say, okay, Melbourne, you know what? Go end my day. When you come in, just make sure you put gas in the tank. You bring me $400 or $500. I'm going to go rest. They know now. Oh yes, that man, that Iron Man, is supposed to carry $500 or something because they know how the whole issue looking like. Then somebody will come to you now. Oh yeah, baby, just carry me to Broad Street. Quick, man, I'm going on the emergency. I will give you $400. I already told you to bring my bike to me and give me $500. Somebody say, "Carry me Broad Street. I will give you $400." Boom, you speedy now, and the how they can see the bike man. You see?
Well,
yes,
I think from days we just have to maybe take some of these days to lecture our motorcyclists about some of the things that they are going through because you're quite correct. So to our security officers, don't end your frustration on these poor motorcyclists and other tricycle, or better say the taxi drivers who are struggling to get life. I've been seeing these things. I'm not gossiping. These are facts. If you go red light right now, These are things that are happening on the daily basis. You see police officer, you see sometimes you see other group of people who call themselves, I don't know, motorcycle union or what kind of. Can you imagine? You have union that don't even care about your welfare, but they're collecting money from you. You have a marketing association that don't even care about the people, but they're collecting money from the people. Like part of convention say, you know, you can just see the country. You know that the country is highly corrupt. Oh yes, no need for someone who can tell you about Liberia being corrupt. You can see the entire country. You know very well how corrupt and terrible our society is because the way our system works. PCC the other say people they on our side in Agua, I saw them. I call them the MCC. I saw them in the Douala market taking people goods. Some it came up and just come from crediting money. They say, yeah, let me go also because I don't want to say that. You clear all of the goods. I was somewhere a few days, I think that was last week, Friday. I was sitting across the Duper Road Junction there where the I don't know, fire serving people or the I think that the PCC officers, they took a guy gasoline because the guy was selling the gasoline on the road, which of course they've been warning him for ever so long, and I agree with them 100%. But again, sometimes when people don't get nowhere to go hustle, they try all of their best. Sometimes they find themselves on or side the road. Me, that they are where for some of us, they are where we use a hustle. So I know what I'm saying. So side the road that they were we use a hustle before we have gasoline to survive. Even though police will kind of fight us. Maybe broad day, I can say recall they used to fight up at Aliu. But we will say go back on the road because we're not getting nothing else to do. So I saw they go Friday, the guy went and collected all the gasoline. In fact, the guy just come and buy it. Everybody just did, amen. The ball loose. Amen. And the guys collected everything. They put it, take all the gun, everything and carry. Bust all the jars. So while I was sitting for long, I said, and thank God while I was sitting, another officers came, you know, but they were in their color clothes. So they say, yeah, well, I don't know why some of our friends, what they don't be having empathy. You know, they don't even know me too. All I do just a lecture. You know, so some of them, one will say, some of our police, some of our colleagues, some of our friends, sometimes, even the people that be saying around, I saw one of them, I stopped them, and the police officer talking now. So the police officer said, I stopped the girl to buy from her. When the child picker came, he wanted to clear the girl market, I told her, I said, no. I'm the one stop her to buy from her. She going. And not yet she can sell. They said no, they don't want to listen to him according to him. So he said, oh, okay. Now he said to now I get into his police behavior and he started to show himself to tell her that myself, I'm officer. He started to even show his ID card before they have to release the girl. And let the girl go. Amen. But brother Ali, that's it. My brother, we have 6 more minutes to go. Let me play the video from the minister. I think like David probably was minister, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let me see the David probably was minister.
Julius, I just received the demolition schedule. We have about 20 some more demolition to do at Cosmos Rado in Lower Margibi.
Can you kindly read out, or you give it to me to read out? Yeah, people.
Well, I will share with you. I mean the locations. Perhaps I could share with you
it is
just
okay
the locations
to so that people know.
I could share with you just the locations, but because
so people can know and then start preparing.
No, but Julius, they are aware. Look, let me tell you.
Yeah,
so one of the areas that we'll be going in the if not tomorrow, it will be the next day. Will be the pipeline community, the road that leads from pipeline to Johnsonville.
Oh, so you mentioned the pipeline road. Which one there again?
I'm going Johnson. I'm everywhere, Julius. I'm saying there are 27 cases in different places that we've investigated. We've seen a decision. There are some that we were to do last and we did not do that. We're bringing it up line. And so there will be exercise going on everywhere. Whether it's a Duper Road, whether it's in the GSA community, whether it's in the Marshall. Julius, I just received the demolition schedule. We have about 20 some more demolition to do at Cosmos Rado in Lower Margibi.
Can you?
Well, so there you go. But I need to go ahead.
So that is it. Joseph Baka administration started with fire every night, then fire outbreak. At least it has ceased down. So 2026 is a year of demolition across the country. So now, like, I think he need to give it to Julius. So Julius, maybe as he said, those people they are already aware. Probably some of them they are not aware. So let Julius be able to enlighten these people to make them to understand. Oh yes, what is coming? You have to get ready. Like he calling some of these areas. So that's it. The president already told you that God is not creating new land. So just so you know, if you are on an alley or you own somebody property or whatsoever, they need to take you from there because God is not creating no land. They need to open up that alley, that person need their property. So that's it. So they are now working on what the president said. So you neighbor, you need to go ask your landlord to ready to see the deed of that house you are in. And this is scary. Yes, this is scary. We're not creating new land. So when you are on an alley, the demolition, about 20 plus demolition will be taking place in Monserrado across the country. So that's it there for us. Everybody should be preparing now. Maybe you are muted.
I see why you don't get me. Yes, sorry. So I said I want to ask you this question: how come the private citizen are not, or in fact, are also demolishing, and the government too also having so many listing of places that they want to demolish? What going on?
Or maybe if you was a private citizen, you have your land, maybe people they took your land and this and that, and maybe you been having some feeding, like a humanitarian feeding for them, you been taking it like they, but now you don't want to get those people in the street to be homeless. But if you can get a government that does not prioritize their citizen well-being, they ain't care whether you will be in the street or not. All they know where you are, they should take you from there because it belongs to government. So what do you expect from the private people? They too, they will go and do the same thing because your government should be the one to show empathy. Then the private citizen will say, the government want to take the people from over the board. The government now want to see the people in the street, so the government finding me or the government let the people there did this. So Ali yourself you will be thinking, but if the government not care for their people, so you will see private citizens, they will do the same thing. Like what that guy did to Satan, he had no regret now. Because why you will say, oh yes, I was right to do it, because if the government themselves will be taking their people in the street and say the president say God is not creating new land. So right now he had no regret for what he did. But if you were to see the government in us on the second case to come and talk to the AFL to see what they can do to calm them down, then you will start to have some regret. And like it almost come to what we see in our country. If you see the body man, our brothers and sisters, we all were in the city and where we monopolize for like 3 years. They are underpaying us. Why are they underpaying us? Because they see government underpaying their citizens, so they will do the same thing. So if the government don't care about their people well-being, they can get you homeless in the street there because God is not creating no land and you are on government property. So the private citizen will do the same thing. Yes.
Wonderful, Brother Ali. Thank you. We are facing some technical problem with our network, especially the SKTV Facebook page. So those of you who are on the Facebook page, you will see that there are some issues. I don't know what going on behind the scene. We will check that out. Maybe the hackers, or maybe the people, maybe they want to be on our back. But nevertheless, we are still on the YouTube. Those of you who are watching, I think you can also follow us on the YouTube. Better stay on the Real TV Truth FM page. We are also there. Yes, we will keep talking for our people, no matter which way some of you think, no matter how you feel. But at the end of the day, the livelihood of our people is far better than any individual who claim maybe to be that, maybe that they are in power, that you are in positions. Yesterday, the CDC, yesterday they were enjoying out of the best of power. Today, where are they today? They are also out. And they are observing you, and they are seeing things. Other oppositions, political party, they are all watching. So power not last forever. Power will come for a short period of time. It just live with you. How you going to use the power? How you going to interact with people? How you going to treat people that what matter? Or we tell people, look, sometimes you see some of us will always behaving that we are humble. but give us money and power and see our behavior. Dr. Josiah Joker, even though that you suspending, in fact, alleged that you are suspended 7%, but the Ministry of Health also said no. They respectfully disagree with you. I think, but I think we'll also chip you on that. But let's go for the break. Let's see whether our team will come here quickly for the news. After the news bulletin, we'll talk about the discrimination, the rape. Then we'll go to the line to interact with our callers or with our listeners out there, those of you who are listening and also want to be part. Liberia, for all Liberians, I can tell you for free, something kind of thing happened in a few days. I think that was yesterday or day before yesterday between Guinea and that was Seven. I don't know how many of you followed that incident. Guinean army went into a certain part of, in fact, the border between they and Sierra Leone and arrested almost 16 Sierra Leonean army personnel and, and have them in their custody, even as we speak. I think there's some negotiation, something happening, but people are also complaining, people are condemning that act, that they don't have to do it. They don't have to go that way. Yes, indeed, if you have issues, there's another way that it can be resolved instead of you just going to places and arresting people and and all of these things. So we gotta be careful. We gotta look at things, and security is not one person business. But again, let's go for this break and we'll be right back.
HR that we said yesterday. The part that will do with the employee benefits, employee salaries, and the rest of it, the DG yesterday talked on that. But again, we said that was just about 20% of the problem. So the DG talked on that yesterday, and he also gave them or told them to write channel. If you got issues with your salaries, if you got issues with the benefits and the rest of it, they should write CSA, and they will come in to see how best they can investigate. And yesterday, the DG also promised us that CSA is coming to do payroll audit or PB, and after that payroll audit, they will give us a report for us to know some of those very issues that were presented by the staff, that there are others in PB with equal qualifications, while some are making higher money. The other person with the same qualification is making lower. So they were going to investigate that and come up with findings and report to us. But today, yesterday after that meeting, the Minister of Health also called that the issues on ground, like we said, is not completed about HR. She will also come in to see how she can meet the staff on ground and get first-hand information. She don't want to stay and I say, so she is here today to meet us, to meet the staff of PB, so that she herself can find part of this solution we need. So, having said that, we would like to invite the leadership of the employee of PB to also try to give a brief, a summary of what the issues are on ground, as if we all don't know already, but because of the presence of the minister, to formally present that complaint to the minister. And after that, we can proceed with the discussion in here. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I want to take this time to formally welcome our mother, Minister Louis Boto. You are welcome. Your motherly role, let God bless you. Having said that, because time fast spent, so I want us to go strictly into business. At the CHO rightly put it, this thing has dragged to the point where it is left with no other alternative. Because the only person now we were looking up to, thank God to here today, which is our mother. We met in a board meeting before the board could come here. It started in-house that the three leaders, the treatment that the employees receive from them, the disrespect, insult. You're working with people, you're not speaking to them, and then you expect to deliver. Government, thank you, you're doing pretty well. Since the government took over, there was an issue we had here. The place went in darkness, no fuel, nothing was here. Generator, everything was down. I also want to tell the Deputy Minister for Administration, thank you, because tirelessly she came on this ground and she left it out in 1 week and left her work. She made sure everything that was broken down, whoever could not do anything, she lifted that. The generator issue, she put solution to that. Cleaning material, she bought material and brought it to the hospital. The hospital can be so dirty to the point that it doesn't represent a hospital. So with this government, with the level of support that when it comes to healthcare, on her watch, she has never dragged on anything, and this is another practical example. Because she has been some of the people, she was going to take hand today. No one is happy that our people die. But if you apply every effort and you're not seeing your way out, you have to do something for people to come to your cry. So I want to say thank you again. This hospital, Phoebe, is a big confusion. Government is sponsoring 100%. And then we who here as employees don't know our way out, because Phoebe has a payroll that they got us on. They call it Phoebe payroll. All right. I think it's gone through the allotment, but they put our mother here because we want to go straight to this. Between the government, the church, we have a very big confusion because we don't know which way to turn. Is anything happening to you, they will penalize you because they control you. If you are MOS, if they kind of situation come, if that something you want to leave, it's possible for you to go. But on this 50 payroll, it's a death trap. Because if you're there, you don't have a voice. If you're there, what they decide what will happen to you. So if you say, oh, I'm disenchanted with this thing, they say I was slaughtered for us. If you want to leave, just leave with bring different prices in. So we want this clarity. What government, we know that government is 100% here. So do we have staff order in the hospital that the board of the Lutheran Church is paying, or if all of us have favored 7, then it makes it better for us. Because it also make us understand, oh yeah, that government money. But that government money, but you controlling us. You got the willpower, you can sack me, you can suspend me, you can do anything. So these things have gone so bad. The employees was left with no other alternative to come out, because back and forth, the county leadership, Dr. Zubeda were here, like us also applaud him, because in the whole thing, he's one of those that took the time and just he didn't have the answer to the issue. So we said, if you people are telling us that government is doing everything for this place that we know, and government is paying every one of us, then it means we are all saving ourselves. So if the employee come out to say, because of the attitude of this leader, nobody has said to anybody else, you will get out of job. But it's just very simple. Can they transfer the 3 people so kinds will come to feed the hospital, or can they reassign? We don't have the power
to tell somebody, move from here, because when you reach that point, from the church side, they come in, they recommend, and the government, I think, do the employment and do payment. So if I had a child in the street, one of you people took that child and decided to say, okay, the child will not stay in the street, I will sponsor the child. You sending that child to school and doing everything. When the year coming to an end, when you want to go to the school for the report of that child, then one parent come outside. I'm a child over there. I'm a child over there. So the confusion, if we don't know the status of Phoebe, we all keep coming here because I understood there was some kind of waiver MOU between whether our October and by then water running alley. That was a gentleman agreement. I will put it that way because whether our October here he found to Baratwa, people are there waiting for him. So as he passing through here, he called running alley. And at that time, the money was in this country. You will get 5 some. He said, "Oh man, put it in your pocket. People are waiting for you, so you can pay them." And that's how the institution have been headed. So government, if you are the one that's sponsoring everything in this place, please be clear and tell us your role and clear the role of the church so that only if you are the one responsible for all of us, the employee has said clearly, if you want peace, return to Phoebe. The people are saying right now, if these people leave today, everybody will come back to work. But if you keep them here, they shut the hospital down. Thank you.
Thanks to the president. And the other day when we attended the discussion, they told me there are people selected from their association to speak on behalf of the association. So he, the president, just did the opening statement. We would like to call upon the speaker that was selected to come forth and give their statement.
The Employees Association will let their Sarah's time and was selected, were fully numbers that was selected to speak on behalf of the employees of People Hospital. And we came here, we met with our honorable superintendent and that of some delegates from Bonkande, that of the board of chair for PD trustee. And they told us that we should give them 1 month. We said, no, the 1 month was too far because this is a crisis that we need attention. So the superintendent told us to give for 2 weeks. And within that 2 weeks, we've been waiting for her. We can't hear from her. We can't hear from the board. So we decided to meet the CHO of Bonkande. When we went to the CHO said, "Oh, I communicated with the CSA boss. I received a message from our group chat. And the employee president also received a letter that the CSA boss was requesting a group of employees that carry on protest at Phoebe Hospital." So he told us, he said, the CSA boss said that they were coming to investigate what's going on at Phoebe Hospital. So she gave them, it was last week, Thursday or Friday, they were going to be in campaign. So we waited for them. And in that letter was, the strike action, because they were told at CSA that strike action was going on in Phoebe Hospital, and that was not true. Everyone was at duty doing their work. So he wrote that he wanted names of employees that came on the strike action. Then they were going to see what they're going to do with a group of employees. That brought hard feelings to us, and it was not fair to us. The CSA boss came here yesterday, we were waiting for him to come and meet us, but then they selected 5 persons to go and meet him. But I don't know what was said there yesterday that brought the tension. And another thing yesterday, while we were at work, we heard that the hospital was locked, and other things they brought fear to the workers because the way in which we saw the photo, it was the back of the hospital, the lighting of the hospital, it brought fear to the workers. So we are appealing to the other employees and the government and that of the Lutri board to please come in to solve problem. All we want is for the problem to be solved. They want to stop for now.
Okay, thank you. Another person? About it? Okay, so that's all for now. Okay.
Thank you very much, Abi. I am Dora B, the Assistant General Secretary for the Employee Association of PD Hospital. So as my colleague continue to say, we don't be in a thing yet. We cannot work with people that when they hear rumors, they will follow from you. People will carry gossip to them. When they hear your name, they will follow from you. They will pass by you without even start speaking to you. A situation will happen. It will be their bias. Something will happen to some employees. They will take a guarantee and stay by them. But when it happens to others, they will not care. So all these things bringing bad feeling in us. But yesterday was our discouragement mostly by our CSA boss. I was part of the meeting yesterday because some of us don't believe in they say. I think I went yesterday, he and the superintendent got vexed with me because of the our money yesterday. I was there so angry because what we expected him for him to come do, he never did it. We were expecting him, we thought that he was going to come and get a clarity about what is going on here and ask a both party, but our bossman just came. He put a paper there and gave rules and regulations. How when anybody goes slow, they will dismiss the person. So when we even said try to speak, he will not give us chance. It was that he was suppressing us, or they making us afraid. And how we just decided for us to keep mute. Some of us were not able to speak now yesterday. We were just sitting yesterday observing. So after everything, how they said that I was the arrogant because my way of behaving, I was there so vexed when they thought I would spoil my face. So they said afterward, how he asked me, he said, "Oh, you will do the prayer of the particular meeting." So I woke up, I prayed all the meeting came to an end. They walk with us outside. They said we all should come take group photo, and they are our bosses. We cannot defy them, so we never talk. How we stood and took photo with them. And took photo with them yesterday, but tomorrow we were not satisfied at all. Because what tomorrow expected him to do, he never did it. He just grabbed one side of the road and he killed in anger, the decision making that he has already planned for fire about the rumors that he's been hearing.
All right, so folks, we're back after the news bulletin, or better still, the news break. We're back. The voice. Some of you just heard a lady speaking. Yes, indeed, one of the health worker from the Phoebe hospital there. I think yesterday they have some interactions with the health minister, and we get a report that the health minister respectfully disagree with the suspension of the CSA. Lord, I'm very interesting. Yeah, people are already angry. They are already grieving. They have a lot of issues, but you go in there to go and suspend because you have the power. That's a country for us. And someone I posted about, but I didn't really come on. Is that Scott? Yeah, former Justice Minister, of the Republic of Liberia during the term of Liberia's slain President Samuel Kayando. Jenkins Scott, yes, indeed, Jenkins Scott on the dump site, eating, finding food to survive from the dump site. Just imagine though, someone who was Minister of Justice by them finding food, going on the dump site to survive. That don't tells you how life is. Life is about treating people right, even if you are given opportunity to serve. That's the opportunity that been given to you. You treat the people. Don't look. Everybody will not be by your side. That's the beauty of life. Everybody look. If God was getting angry because of our behavior, then by this time there's no more life. Yeah, because we do things that God don't like every day of our lives. So should God get angry and destroy the eye? No. So that's why, as Him, give room. You know the one I like about the Lord's Prayer. No need to go be reading all of the scriptures here and then looking for which scripture. Just go straight to the Lord's Prayer, and everything you think about is there. It's there. Learn to forgive people. Learn to allow things to go. Let things flow your own way, and be able to put things under control as head of every institution. Don't abuse power. So Josiah Joker, for me, I will tell you, Chief, I think you just have to apologize to the people. And you know these things, yesterday when this thing happened, we speak against these things when the Senator McGill now, but then when he made these statements at the RIA, but then threatening the people that want to speak, he will fire them and nobody will do anything. See? I'm like, same thing you're doing, Chief. Nothing different. Then when people come and say nothing has changed, then you get angry. See your behavior. See the way you are proceeding. See the way you are getting angry. The people are saying, there's no love. Even if you're going down there, the first thing is start to look for things that will put smile on the faces of these people. Even if you can even spend $100 buy small things and carry and say, okay, let me go to my people. They are my people. Let me go and talk to them. But all you see is party. All you see now is they are about to maybe to disturb your party or your government. So they are making your government ugly. So because of that, you will dismiss them or you will suspend them. And will come here, people say, maybe the way you can talk, maybe the way you can talk. Anyway, maybe I will not change the way I can talk. Well, brother, I think my brother will back after the news break. What say you, my dear brother? I think we'll move now to the demolition. Then I don't know, is it 26 and the community or how? But let me ask you this question. How this thing will be like? Are we going to see one morning you wake up, you just see yellow machine, if I'm breaking down your places and be like, my man, we ready now to build the road, or we ready now to build the other place?
I already told you, go and ask your landlord when he bought that land. If possible, you must see the deed. Because Liberia right now, Joseph Baka 2026 is a year of demolition. Okay, like we said yesterday, this is why our people run back to Liberia for government job, because the nonsense they can do in Liberia, they can do it here. You tag Josiah Joker, you put $1 million bet down, you betting he will never do that nonsense that he carry on in Liberia to abuse people because he feel he get the power. You see, you coming to dismiss people or to suspend them because of their own right. You dare him, he can do it here, and this is why you will see them, they will be here with all that degree. The moment the other person is elected as president, they take all their suitcases, they run it back to Liberia. That's the only place they can carry their nonsense. And this is why we always say, and they always proving all right. Someone who say you get your doctor degree, you CSA boss. Is that why you learn all your degree? But that's it. So the issue about demolition or Maybon, like it had reached the representative himself. They've been in the country.
Yeah, let me see, sir. I'm looking for
the moment they carry evasion notice to somebody hold the next yellow machine there, and the best speech there, they never been say anything about it. Now it had reached him, so I think it is time.
Yes, so those of you who are also, what are you for? What kind of party? Or what are you not for? Any kind of party? Or at the end of the day, when the yellow machine go around, it will not be picking horses. It will not be thinking about. But when I say on the radio that when the rain fall, it don't fall on one person. Some people take this thing for joke. When the yellow machine enter the community, it will not be picking and choosing who was thinking yesterday. I will say, oh CDC or oh United Party. No. or ANC or what kind of political party. No, you don't make sure break down. You break down the places. And some of you were saying, oh yeah, development come with PIN. That's it. So the Deputy Public Minister is saying that they have roughly about 26 demolition SSR that is supposed to do. That's why I keep saying, let the government come out and inform the people ahead of time. Tell us that, okay, that for example, those of you who are living Chikisu factory, I'm just saying no, and I'm saying maybe your own time bomb. Yeah. So that for example, Chikisu factory people.
The on-time bomb, tell them, don't be scared.
No, but man, I gotta give our people hope. So those of you who
your person can get their hope, now you can make get their hope, you the man was supposed to get people hope. You say you can't get their hope, now you can make get their hope. Very funny man.
So those of you that who to Chikisu factory, that for example, I just gave you an example. So then they come and they say, okay, Chikisu factory people, y'all go. We ready now for the land to make use of the land. We want to bring a factory here so that you can do something with the land. Well, then now I don't know what you're saying. Whatever you're saying, development come with PIN or it come with what. So the procedure, our people, they are not refusing maybe being taken away from so many lands or maybe from so many places about Aliu, but they are asking for the procedure. I saw one other post not too long before coming on the show that other people will be away sometime for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and someone will manage that property, take good care of the property, pay taxes and so forth, and you will come and claim property that you haven't paid tax for the past 30 years or 40 years. How come that property? And there where I want to ask the court. So look, what kind of law are we really practicing? The property for Melbourne, for example, Melbourne own Dupo Road. But for the past 50 years, maybe I haven't paid tax for Dupo Road. And someone has been paying tax for Dupo Road. So you're telling me that we should allow the people who've been paying tax in the government revenue to go away just because Melbourne just coming and Melbourne own this land, so Melbourne win the case. Sometimes I don't even know how the opinions, how the government or the lawyers or the court go about with all of these things. But Aliu, for me, it's getting me like I'm even more than scared, because what kind of judgment that you will do in a simplest form that you will see our people struggling? Sometimes you hear someone saying that the entire court business, some of them we're not aware. Okay, so the private citizens are also winning cases to demolish homes. Then the government also, which of course is said that our president is surrounded by artists, but they are also in the habit of demolishing places. But our president is surrounded by artists, even though he's not on artist. So what happens if other citizens come and say, no, we are certain we surrounded by artists, we are not on artist? What going to happen? So the only thing for me, the way forward for most of the things is education. Inform the people. Let our government wake up and say, okay, the people of this community been around here for the past 20 plus years. You people have been living here and there, and we're ready now to do this, but we give you people grace period, and this is the compensation that we're giving to you people for you people to be able to find place. Look, even if we were really serious about it, come on, Liberia will be more than far developed if we want to develop the country the way we want to, the way other people have their structures. If you watch the Western world, you will see how the people do their building. You can look at certain group of people, certain community, and say, okay, this community, we will remove you people, find place for you. If I send a hosting business started in the previous government, we will also find some of the unfinished structures that are already there. For example, we have the True We Party headquarters. Nobody living there. You can renovate that True We Party headquarters and send your people there while you're building other places. Some people be moving, some of the people tell them, we'll give you money, you want to go by yourself, you go, we will want to in fact develop this place. And you can develop that place, the money for the people. That's why you see me every time I hear about the welfare business, it can really get to me, because I love the welfare process in the US, so dear to my heart. Because these are things that the welfare, Liberia on welfare, These are things that we're supposed to be doing. Be able to make impact, not to destroy people. But I didn't go ahead. For me, I don't know how our people are going to survive through all of these things with the stress, the economy, the situation, the way of life. Then every morning when they wake up, they hear about donation. Nobody is safe anymore. Let me be frank. Nobody is safe. But go ahead, brother. Anything before we go to the line to either of our people.
Yeah, that is it. Or nobody is safe anymore in the country right now because of the demolition that going on. Like I told you, if Joseph Boakai cannot give the people hope, how will you say you want to give them hope? Because he's the commander in chief, he's the president, and he's supposed to speak. And the moment he speaks, people will get hope and they will get courage. They will say, oh yeah, the president has spoken. At least I don't think, even it will be evaded from here, I think the president have already taken over the case. It will take some time. He's going to see how they can put in measures before we can be evaded from here. But because the government had no plan, or they are not in sympathy or empathy with their people, this is why you see this thing happening. Like I said the last time, I think government need to do the housing unit in Liberia. They had to make sure the housing authority, they had to make sure they build structure across the country. Just for some of these things that are happening in the country, if government say, oh yes, we need to open this alley, this is an alley, you people build there. Okay, yes, and you people been here. Instead of seeing your people be languishing in the street, sleeping in mosquito and thing, at the end of the day, they start dying to increase the death rate in the country. If you had those temporary housing units, you will be able to like give them those places to be there for at least 6 months. And after 6 months, you have to leave this place. Give them 6 months, they will move there with their things. They continue their hustle and see how they can raise money within that 6 months. When they were doing a cold water business, within that 6 months, they will be able to save to go and look for 1 or 2 bedroom apartment. They know the government has given them somewhere. They are there for 6 months. They were able to raise money whatsoever hustle they were doing. These are things government should be thinking on, but they don't think on this thing to build housing unit just in case of such a thing. Even though, yeah, this is an alley, they're supposed to build there, or this is a government land, they're supposed to be squatting there. But these are your people. They elected, they are your citizens. They should be your first priority, their safety and well-being as a government. But if you will come out and say government is not creating no new land, so even the private citizen in the country, when you come to my place, I come and take you for there, I break it down. You see? So this is what happening, that this lawmaker now, all this machine that you know how much it costs, and you take everything, you put it in the street. And I read something, I don't think he's even in the country. See how they are busting that door. You see?
No, he's not yet. I think he's on the ECOWAS mission. But
okay,
let me give it a little play quickly before we go to the line to interact with our people. So that's the district number representative of in district number 6. Yes, much better county. Right, yeah.
Solid food.
So those of you who are watching the sound you're hearing, or those of you who are listening to us, because we don't really have that time, but let me see quickly. We'll show you some of the photos and so on, yes, back to back about some of the happening. But again, it is indeed interesting, and Representative Samuel and also admitted that yes, indeed, this property they been into court, and this is the children clinic has been around there in district number 6, where I said. So the lawmaker stated that the property is under dispute, but claimed he was not served with any court issues evasion notice. You see? And but I don't know what's going on. No, people are almost everybody keeps saying, "No, me, I'm not aware. I'm not aware of what's going on." So he's saying that the clinic which has been provided free medical services to children between the ages of 0 to 5 serve thousands of young patients each year. Parents have expressed deep disappointment. Okay, but then move back to what the next said that in fact he's not aware and he was not served with any notice. But are you? What I speak to?
But if he say he was not served with no prior notice or evasion notice, and he's not even in the country, and now you see the people coming to break the place down, it just go back to what I was saying. Or if your president can say God is not making new land, so that gave private citizens the right now to do anything they want to do. And the other man, just when they gave him people, they say the place for you, he went Satan. People were running out of their houses while machines were breaking it down. So that is it. Everybody had to take the law into their hand now. You see, they already giving people, they say the property belongs to me. Whether you there or you there are coming to throw all your things there out. God is not making new land. I did my building. God is not building new building. Okay, so that's it.
So yeah, those of you that go to the line to interact with you, it's not easy. When the rain fall, it don't fall on one group of people, near the religion, near the tribe. That's one of the things that I like about the Almighty Creator. You don't care about tribe, religion, or what you may call. Hello to this first caller, David King. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, neighbor. Let me say good evening to your very listeners. Yeah, people on this David King, and I do speak from the resident evening. You see, neighbor, what is happening in our country is I think that the government should focus on leading the country. He did not come to power on a matter of breaking down houses, of people houses down. Mr. Governor had a platform and a manifesto. In the manifesto, we didn't see anything there that yellow machine was trying to break down houses. In on his platform, there was nothing there talking about opening alleyway. But they presented way of breaking housing and getting people land. I think there's a bugger want to start another complex in the country. And we got to be careful. When we came for the last 40 years, it was terrible, and we don't want to run it back. So we are asking him to use a 40-year quote-unquote he has, and he use it properly, not to carry the library back off like he's doing the rest.
All right. Thank you so much, David King, to this caller. Good evening.
Hey, Mabel, how are you today?
We okay. Thank God for life, my dear brother.
My name is Mahmoud Sefu. I'm calling you from Brownsville. You know, when I heard you talking about, that most of the guys who were caught impersonating, is because of the lack of job and other thing. I hear you disagreeing with him on that because, and I just said, I think it's right that you disagree with him. For the fact of the matter that even in America where work is what people still taking arm and going and now robbing banks, killing people, and whatsoever. It's just a matter of some people just get that kind of bad way in them. And government, I think the best thing government did was they were just proactive a little bit for them to attend the war, to identify them and then the rest. And even by the PS, even by the army, because the army not around, the PS were able to identify and arrest them. So that is it. Then the second one has to do with the demolition issue. All the time when I hear about the demolition issue, especially on the land of people, on people's property, I look at it from two ends. I don't know what the the registration or other thing look like. If it is really true that people actually own their land and they are not forcing out these deeds and people have been on it for some time, they have been in court and so forth, then that may, and the case went against them and they gave them time for them to move and maybe they been in Tulsa. And the person get a court order, they will go and move there. What is bad about it is that wherein the deed are being fake. That some people we are all hearing that some people, not even in this government, but that's how you are being going on. People are going and faking.
People can dupe other people deed, people do all kinds of things.
All kinds of things. If that is the case, then that means it's a complete set something forward for some conflict to come into this country. The lack conflict. If people not take good care of it, and the judicial system does not look into this in order to streamline some of these things, at the end of the day, it will become a very serious conflict one day.
All right, thank you, my dear brother. Today's caller, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mabel.
Yes, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for your show, Mabel. Yeah, this is out there this time here. I don't have the process for Omega marking the legacy of. But Mabel, let me tell you this. Mabel, the political party called the Unity Party, Mabel, this political party is very heartless, it's very merciless, it's wicked.
How? How now?
Mabel, these people, they don't have any sense of patriotism within them. Where in the world? Yeah, you see the kind of things God said that the total will exhibit in this country. You said the president is surrounded by army, and you are not getting rid of the army. All those people are surrounded. Because it be the first place to start from. Then we'll know that you're serious. Then we'll know that you're not exercising.
The people say they have almost 26 or demolition to do though. You'll be there, you'll be joking.
Number one army to deal in this country, then we'll know that it's standing for something. But see, never they started from Manasarita, then you didn't start they store people houses instead of led to the death for other people. So there's a program stop for that demolition. That is
All
what
right.
they want to carry on in this country.
All right, thank you, my dear brother. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening to Ali. I want to tell you guys, thank you. Melbourne, little demolition are going on. It will cause serious problem for people in the country. Neighbor, we just should know the thing of people die from the thing here. People die for frustration because you know what it takes to build what? You say everything expensive. Today I monitor OKFA. When you hear I Senator Dino, I say question how you feel about the demolition. He said the only one he can comment on is the individual will come, the 30 years, you spend 30 years in the country, you just come and say, oh, the place for me, I want it. But he said, one, it is allen. They can even be a one whosoever heard the show, break it down because they want development. They're not thinking on re-election. Like when you think of re-election, the country can be developed. Yeah, we want development. But development cannot take place within 1 year time. At least little by little, get to the people, give them ample time. Let everybody say, yes. Oh, they give you put time, you put now on from the place. But just say, well,
all right, thank you. I'm seeing a video. Let me just play the video quickly. You are quite correct, my sister. When they in opposition, when you listen to these people, like, what? Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Senator Barrow, you know, to where you were sitting yesterday when you were voting for him, this alleyway that you were sitting, some of you that you were living yesterday before voting for Senator Barrow, you know, he's not saying that the government must break it down. What are you, if I don't let me just this country. Father God, thank you for long life. Hello, today's caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm having something calling for people issue.
Yes, my brother, go ahead.
So the issue is clear how to the panelists on the show. So the issue is clear there. You see the country, people always want to make people to think that they don't understand what they are doing. So for the CFA board, you can make people scared for doing the right thing. Because this is like US for all of us. So you can make people scared for them to speak out. By you threatening their job, and I mean to say you stop. You starting a hospital in the country for the protest thing. You want to be creating tension and other people say, okay, then I hear the one star will know what to do. We'll be protesting too. Let us back everybody. Then you create more tension instead of you solving the problem. So as a director general, you should be there to solve problem, not to create problem. So for the yellow machine and the breaking of people's homes in the country now, everybody who was 5 years old grandson. She did paper. She said the whole play for her. They come and pour 7 back people road. And all the ministers yesterday on air on OK FM, the biggest minister, I will hear Mark and the same community that become based in those communities and people who are part of it.
Oh, tomorrow.
Hello?
Yeah. He said tomorrow, but let me start packing, oh. Thank you for telling me. He said tomorrow we are part of it. All right, thank you, my brother. Let me go to Charles Cooper, who also live in Dupont Road. Charlie, I think hearing that our Dupont Road is part of it. I don't know what say you, my brother.
They say when you're not married, you get to marry people kiss. For me, maybe I'm not a build house, so I don't want to talk much about that demolition thing because you see, the Liberian people doing the campaign, they say we agree. So anything brother do, we agree. I want to talk about the issue that had to do with the civil service director, Josiah Jokai. Maybe you see, there is the intimidation strategies that are being employed by both government and the private sector. And like I told you, those for the private sector, they can't marry here. They only copy from the government of Liberia. That's why I told you that your slave masters are your national leaders. They are no longer the white men. Because imagine you are working, people violate your labor right, they don't pay you on time, you don't have any amenities. Only that straight salary they give you, have to pay your way to go to work. While they are receiving salary and amenities, you're not taking 2-3 more when you go to work. They intimidate you by telling you to lose your job because job become a gold dust in Liberia. To get a job is like you are getting to heaven in Liberia.
Oh yes, indeed.
So you get a job that is not paying you, maybe you should not talk about your right. Just follow anything that come your way because you want to put food on your table, just follow it. And that's the thing might give this. Maybe let me close quickly. You remember I might give this similar thing RIA. When the RIA went them when they were in power, protested, my went there, he started intimidating people. He released some people of their job. And this thing went one day, you know, I put it there in, maybe in part there, says yeah, like a 6D, and we in year 3 now, 2 years for now, I just brought them 2 years for now.
Yes, sir, you don't do well. Actually, when it comes to that, you don't do well, and you just have to apologize, and that will haunt him. You are quite correct. But let me play the video again. I'm interested today. Yes, and that look, I like that. Look, I like for people to speak and speak. Yes, and that don't speak. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break. I hope you are not bring my people down, please, because the other thing said that. By the way, people keep your calls coming. It's getting interesting day by day. Yes, indeed. Let me get to the line to interact with more callers. Today's caller, good evening. Hello, my dear, good evening. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
And disappointing all of the advocates because last time they so long they gave money off for information on the guy for community. But then there's a picture stuff related on the side or any other person saying that there's a family on a guy who want to kill the motorcycle name on their head. So that's my disappointment. But when it has to do with the issue of the land business, look, they want to be clear. One government official said the people always going to the court to get paper. And so just know the solution is the whole thing the people bring up for alley. They won't bring the alley to like before they on it, then they taking that away from it. That whole alley thing there, I want to put it for. People are okay. This was the king of be, but the king of destroy that.
Thank you. Today's caller, good evening. Yes, my brother, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor.
Yeah. Yes, okay, thank God for life. Go ahead, my dear.
Okay, so I call you from Paisley this evening, neighbor. And let me say thanks to you and the diaspora panelists for discussing the issues that have to do with the growth of this country as well. And it's very germane to our country. This aspect that have to do with demolition. And neighbor, I want to say that we hold ourselves responsible, and also hold people who coming from the diaspora responsible, and the court also should be responsible. Once ourselves, they mean that people who own land, before you buy land, you must verify. It is good to always verify.
But problem verifying, my brother, to that I agree with you 100%. But problem verifying, even as that, still people still claiming land. Like for example, you buy land maybe 2000 or maybe 1998 or 1997. Somebody bought on land 1950.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen?
And you know, that one I said we must blame ourselves, blame the coach. Because the coach here, somebody can take the ball land 90 who challenge in town. Where were they? Were they alive by then when they bought the land? Or they just want to say that they buy land. So we should also analyze these things. At times we found that the people they will just come with fake documents and say that they buy the land, their parents bought the land, or their grandparents bought the land. And they could evaluate these things. Nobody more can get the 40 years, 50 years, their parents will get.
So I think one of the easier things will be how long are you been paying for the land, because you by right to have a pay tax. And pay for 10 years. All right, my brother. So this quarter will be our last quarter. I'll cross over to my brother. Hello? Hello? Yeah, my brother, good evening.
And this is because of Lawrence P. and the past care for operation. This will now you be
okay, go ahead, brother.
Thank you, people. And I appreciate you for your topic of discussion. But I think that are some key issues in two of your discussions. The first one has to do with Senator Dawes discussing the government.
Oh, yeah, to break it down. They're going to break it down.
Yeah, to break the office down. You don't care as to whether people bought a land 30 years ago. You don't care as to whether the people who want to break it down, whether they were compensated. You don't care as to whether government has found a suitable area to relocate those people who are there living on those lands for the last 10, 15 or 20 years or 30 years. You don't care. You don't care as to whether those who want to go down, where they are currently staying and what is the well-being. You don't care. But all he cares about is government should drop or should break those people office down and make those people home there. But let me say to our people tonight, let us tell people who are presiding or moving. Your senator that you put there for, your senator is too in love, your senator who is too all the rainfall. He is instructing the government that he bring the power or that he brought the power, that you don't care as to whether you buy your land 50 years ago, whether you have a legitimate or you are a legitimate owner or you have a legitimate due in the deal for that particular land. All he cares about is that government should break the structures down and you should not be compensated, and whether you are homeless is not our business.
All right, thank you, my brother. We gotta go, brother Ali. I don't know whether you there, but let me see quickly again. Let me hear from Senator Dino. I left for people that did to talk.
Structure that is in any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety.
Well, brother Ali, there you have it. I don't know where are you. I don't know whether you are.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you for safety. I don't know which one is safety and for development. Which one of the what say you with the latest news coming from Senator Davos? They don't know he's a senator of Massarado County, instructing the government through the Ministry of Popular Work that Any structures, for a matter of fact, that we want to maybe impede the workings of the government, let the government break it down, or that will block the way of the people, the same people, by saying that in fact they should break it down. So what say you, my brother, you closing? We gotta go.
Yeah, that's the fight. God not making new land. Yes, let it break it down. God not making new land. Let it break it down. Yes, let it break it down. That's it. Oh, maybe like I listened to one hour call. I think under my brother Mamu Sefu or something. He was talking about like even in America here, or people take gun to go and rob. People do this. People do that because I said the reason why these things are happening in Liberia is because our government fail to empower the youth when it comes to job creation and other things. Yeah, this thing happening in America, and the reason for which you see this thing happening, you see some of those guys doing this thing, maybe in America, yeah, the thing they call social security number.
Good.
Anything you do in this country, they put it on your social security number. You still in this country, they put it on your social security number. You go sometimes you get in some fight against people the way our Liberian sister, then you're always seeing them fighting in Minnesota for baby, they going to fight, joking one another. All these things they put it on your social security number. Because if you maybe you go to be a factory for job, you apply there, you go there. Oh yes, maybe they schedule you for interview, everything, you went there, and then what's your name? J Mayborn Johnson Kula, this and that. Okay, yes. What's your last 4 digit of your social security? Okay, 1210, that's the last 4 digit of your social. When they pull out 4 digit in the system, from the day you Mayborn you enter America, till this the second that you sitting in that place, everything about you will come up. Oh, they man went to jail before for joking. They man he did this other thing, he did this other thing. At the end of the day, how can we employ Mayborn with all those things that he did? They will just tell you will hear from, or that's the end. So these are people who they had damaged their record, they cannot get no job to do in this country. Two things. Either they tend to just either they be standing or in the corner selling drugs, or while in the net they go and rob. Because why? Nobody can absorb you, no company will take you, you can't get job nowhere in this country again. And this is why your social security number, your own web, when you don't trust her, you don't show it to her, you trust your husband, you can't show him. It is not something to joke with in this country. These things are happening here, yes, but these are people that they already damaged their record. They cannot work anywhere unless you sell drugs, or you be in the community the way they go out and wanted to clean my snow. I call them, they clear my snow. They clean it for me to get access to come to my back way. These are some of the things. So yes,
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I will say it. If we see people impersonating these things are happening, it's because of why they don't have job. So they will be impersonating, I will say, over and over. It is a government failure that makes them to do this thing. So we can see it tomorrow. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Be safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thanks to all of you, those of you that call in, and those of you that also try calling, and unfortunately, maybe you couldn't get through. Thanks to all of you, those of you that also play a listening role. Thanks to all of you. Yes, indeed, Liberia, for all of us, all of these people who are serving, they were given opportunity to serve. They are not educated more than you out there who are thinking, or they are not more Liberian than you, or they are not maybe that class than you know. But they were just given opportunity to serve. But again, good night. We see on tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty God, the brother Ali said, and that of the president. Mandikan, God is not making any new land. So the people now they are demolishing. I think the senator now speak everything now. The senator of Massachusetts County say any other structure for that matter, whether it's in the area, whether it's welcome and place, and is want to disturb the government, they should break it down. Thank you so much. Good night. We see you on tomorrow. By the grace of God, I'm Johnson Maven Kula. Out
in a structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. In a structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who waiting to sell? Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us care and the promise of death. So welcome my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Cleverly, so make you again Sktv menu. Say my journey, Tina can ask my yamu. And he's a no money, and Muaye, yo. And he love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Masorada, Lofa, and Grandbaza.
And I dine ya to money, and I sadia ya to money, and I connectly ya to money, and I could ya to money, and I dine ya to money, and I sadia ya to money, and I connectly ya to money, and I could ya to money, and I forget na ya to money. That's the biggie, and I forget it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Masorada, Lopa, and Grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who waiting to sell? The blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From River Sass, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, Sano to Backbaloo. From Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.